Tonight on Would I Lie to You, comfortable sofa man, Eamon Holmes, king-size tall boy, Dara Ó Briain, and part of the furniture, team captain, David Mitchell. And facing them tonight, she's a beautiful Swede, Ulrika Johnson. He's a lumpy turnip, Jimmy Carr. And their benched-up team captain, Mack. But first, please go, if not exactly wild, then at least slightly feral, for your host, Angus Deayton.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You, the panel game based on lies and how to spot them. We all lie, I know I don't. In fact, on average, we tell 3 lies every 10 minutes of conversation, which would explain why Gordon Brown's last speech went on for almost 2 hours. The German philosopher Nietzsche once said truth is only a mobile army of metaphors, metonyms and anthropomorphisms consisting of nothing more than the invention of fixed conventions. But I guess you had to be there. Which brings us a little bit older, but none the wiser, to round 1, entitled Home Truths. Each of our guests has a card in front of them with either a lie or a truth on it. They have no idea what they'll be faced with when they turn the card over, which may explain the air of panic and sudden inability to read. Either way, the opposing team must then glean whether or not it's genuine, and if you understand all that, then you're already way ahead of the panellists. Speaking of which, Ulrika, your home truth, if you would.
Oh, that's me.
Well done.
I hosted the British Sausage Awards.
I won.
That sounds very you, Ulrika.
Where were they held?
At BAFTA.
At BAFTA?
At the BAFTA headquarters.
It's a strange place for a sausage awards. Do the sausage and film industries have a long relationship? We provide sausages for lunch at all British films.
How many categories were there in the British Sausage Awards?
Nicest, longest, fattest, tastiest.
Whoa. So well, this is saving me £1.50 a minute.
Do you remember any nominated sausages?
No, it's all a bit of a blur, actually.
Evidently.
Yeah.
So this is a while ago now. This is not a gig we could get you to do now, for
No,
example.
no, probably
Has your fee
90.
risen? Are you out of the British sausage producers'
I
range?
I was paid very handsomely.
How much, just out of interest?
I was probably paid about, I don't know, 30 grand.
Stop it.
I mean, farming is in crisis. They're throwing away £30,000 on patting each other on the back, as well as hiring BAFTA. That sounds like a sort of sick party.
No one is saying that they shouldn't have awards. Let the poor sausage makers have a night out. But Jesus wept, 30 grand for a host. It's a bit extravagant, to be honest.
David, you're going to have to make a decision.
I think Ulrika would have been embarrassed doing the sausage awards.
I think 30 grand
Would have
takes away a
blushed.
lot of embarrassment.
Okay.
So we think it's true.
I think it's true.
You think it? I think it's a lie. Instinctively, I think it's a lie.
OK, you're going to override
I'm going to go with Eamon.
Fair enough, they're saying it's a lie, so what is the truth, Ulrika?
It's the truth.
Oh!
Yes, it's true. Ulrika did host the British Sausage Awards. As host of the awards, you're entitled to as many sausages as you can eat, which damn near bankrupted the sausage community the year Vanessa Feltz presented them. Sausages are formed from fat, blood, nostril, anus and offal. Coincidentally, also the original names for the Spice Girls. David.
When I was 23, I had to talk my way out of a fight with a paper boy.
What was it about?
What was it about?
What's the fight
It
about?
was about, I was sitting sort of by the side of the road with a couple of friends, and we were chuckling about something, and he thought we were laughing at him.
But you're a man and he's, what, 8?
No, he was sort of, I'd say, mid-late teens.
And how old were you?
I was 23.
So you were 23, mid to late teens, and there's 3 of you and 1 of him.
Yep. I mean, of the 3 of us, one was a girl and 1 was me.
And what happened? How did you talk your way out of the fight?
Well, he came towards us. He dropped the bag with the papers in. Thud. And he said he was coming up like this, going.
Like what? Sorry.
Like this.
When was this? 1872. Did he go like this?
Yes, he went like this because he was an otter. And he said, it was either what's your problem or have you got a problem? It involved the word problem, but not in a kind of, he wasn't really a problem solver.
He wasn't like looking for a problem. He wasn't looking for you to go, my first is in crane, but not in canoe.
Yeah, no, I had the strong impression that would have increased my chances of getting hit.
And what were your friends called?
Tom and Emma.
Oh, sounds like it was really going to kick off.
Bless you. But when you're not telling the truth, you become like a little schoolboy and smiley and very hesitant, and suddenly, you're just, I want to take you home and put you up on a shelf.
The second half of that's worse than the first.
So are you thinking this is the truth,
You've got
or
to
are
go.
you agreeing with
He's
Ulrika?
lying. He's lying.
There's no way he's lying. He wouldn't lie about a thing like this. Go with me. Come on.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? Who do you listen to?
I'm going to go with Ulrika and say that I think that it's a lie.
OK. David?
Oh, my
a
God.
quick reveal.
It is, in fact, true.
It's...
He's very good at lying. I don't want to take you home anymore.
so sweet, isn't he, when he tells the truth? Jimmy, your turn to astonish us.
Right you are. I starred in a Japanese commercial for snuff.
Is snuff a big thing in Japan? Because it's sort of slightly peaked in the West, I think, level of popularity.
They're making commercials for it still, so I'm guessing bigger, but
Right.
no idea.
What was the slogan?
I've no idea. I just read autocue phonetically. I mean, I could have declared war for all I know. Right. But I imagine I said buy snuff. I said something like you can have too much of a good thing, I think was the slogan. It was something like that. Because it was a guy doing a line of snuff. like a massive line of snuff. And then his face, like he did it for real, and like his face kind of ludicrously kind of...
So their slogan for selling snuff involved saying, don't have that much of it. You know?
Literally, yeah.
It's advertising whiskey with someone dying of alcoholism. And then saying, a little bit is tasty, but yeah, it killed this guy. Why did they choose you to be the face
Because I've got
of?
my TV show, the Distraction show that I did on Channel 4, and the American one goes out in Japan. And it's quite big, because it's like Endurance, but it's with Westerners being hurt. They love
He looks
that.
almost Japanese.
I look almost Japanese. That is the acceptable face of racism.
So are you still in two minds, or
Eamon, what are
3
your
or 4?
thoughts?
He was very convincing.
Unless the production crew are mental, we'll be seeing it in about a minute.
He's threatening a clip.
So is there any truth in this?
I think it's a lie.
I think it's that bit makes me think it's a lie.
The clip, the mention
clip
of the
was just too far, Jimmy.
So you're veering towards untruth.
Lie.
OK, the truth, Jimmy?
I can tell you it's a lie.
But a good lie, good one.
The next round is called The Ring of Truth. I'll be reading out the top celebrity fact, and the panellists in turn will dissect, discuss, and finally deduce whether or not that fact has about it the ring of truth or the stench of deceit. So, your teaser. To coincide with the US version of The Weakest Link, Ben & Jerry released a limited edition Anne Robinson-flavoured ice cream.
An ice cream that tastes solely of bile and remorse. I can't see that.
Not so. It sold out in 2 weeks. Very popular.
When you opened the tin, was the surface of it really taut in an unnatural kind of way? That you couldn't possibly break into the ice cream beneath.
She's doing that thing in the photo, that wink thing, isn't she, which always unnerves me, because she does it at the end of The Weakest Link to sort of say, you know, like... out of me.
The thing is, though, that wink is the only thing that she used to do that on Points of View as well, and she's sort of trying to say that she's in some way being consistent. Well, in Points of View, she didn't read out the people's letters and then just say, you know, f*** off. Which she does to the answers of the nice people on The Weakest Link who are trying to win a quiz.
Do you think when you open the ice cream, it just has written on top, use a proper spoon?
There are precedents.
Right.
They've made Desperate Housewives editions called Cherry Hatcher.
So what was the Anne Robinson one called?
Ginger Ice Queen.
Ginger ice cream's really nice.
It's going to taste of ginger, not of that bitch. Ginger is a recognised pleasant flavour. She's a recognised that's totally different.
That's like eyebrow.
It's just people who like ginger enough to be able to stomach the side of her face while they eat it. I can believe that those people exist. So that's suddenly become a lot more plausible. Suddenly you're saying that ice cream, the flavour of a woman who's undergone loads of surgery, is obsessed with money, and for some reason considers herself witty. No. Ginger ice cream with a picture of that bitch. Yes.
next week when Anne Robinson is our guest, you'll be on Lee's team.
Poor Anne. I like Anne. We went for a meal with Anne Robinson, do you remember?
Yes.
It was a BBC meal, and she came up to me, and she went, "Are you a scheduler?" And I thought, "No, I'm going to go." So I went, "Yeah, I am." "Well, why have you rescheduled my show?" And I went, "Well," and I thought I was going to go along with it. It's because she actually thinks I'm scheduling shows. So I said, "Because it's not very good." It's not good. It needs to be on later, isn't it? It's absolutely rubbish, Anne.
Is that how she really talks?
She talks like that. She does it every time. She was going like, "Can I have more wine?" It's not real. I'm a pretend evil witch.
What are we thinking?
I think it's true.
I think it's true, Jimmy. Ulrika?
Yeah.
Okay, it's true. Okay, we'll go for true.
OK, they're saying it's true. David, your verdict?
It all boils down to this: would you nibble her or not?
Well, I mean, I certainly wouldn't, as I think I've made clear. Neither metaphorically nor in real life. I'm actually going to be sick.
I don't think it's true.
I don't think it's true.
OK, we're going to say it's a lie.
And you'd be absolutely right. It is a lie. It's complete rubbish. Yes, Derry did not manufacture an Anne Robinson flavoured ice cream, although the plan had been to freeze the ingredients by holding them next to Anne Robinson's heart. So at the end of that round, a quick look at the scores shows that it's Lee's team who have it all to do, given that David's team are 5-4 in the lead. Telly-Tales is the frankly slightly twee title of our next round. Some classic TV footage for us all to endure, after which Lee's team will give us an additional related fact. This week, our subject matter is the pioneering children's infotainment series Blue Peter. Since it first hit our screens in 1958, Blue Peter has inspired thousands of kids to watch The Other Side. So let's just remind ourselves of some of its wilder moments.
Well, that's that then. That's tossing it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Unfortunately, the goat that you saw in that excerpt has died.
Thank you.
So, Ulrika, what is your related fact?
Petra, the first Blue Peter dog, died the day after her first show. So producers secretly replaced her with a lookalike.
So do we think this is true, David?
Well, I think if Petra had died after the first show, that's exactly what they would have done. When you've got a show and you're hoping it's going to run for 50 years, you know, like we're hoping with this show. I mean, what? Yes, they must have made a point of introducing... This is a new sort of television we're doing where the programme has pets, and the children who haven't got pets can maybe think it's their pet. They couldn't possibly say to those children on episode 2, it died. He left it in the car park. He didn't leave a crack.
But we would probably have heard that. That probably would have gone.
I think you'd know that. I think you'd know.
I think it's true.
Good idea. It's a good idea.
OK, they're saying it's true. Ulrika?
No, what we think is true. Hang on, what? Yeah, I think it's true, are we?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you're on your own on this one. You've screwed up before, both of you. You really know. OK, they're going for that.
David, you're saying it's true?
We're saying it's true.
You're saying it's true. Ulrika, reveal all.
Oh, please. Yeah, it's true.
It is true. Petra was secretly replaced by a lookalike after her death. Some people say that if you watched Blue Peter at the time, you could see clues that Petra had been replaced, like the rotting dog in the corner of the studio. So, Jimmy's fascinating fact is next, but first a masterclass from Simon Groom on how to present live TV.
The thing about the tantalum is that, as I say, it's very light and very, very strong and ideal for these darts. Where am I? I'm talking... Sorry. Darts. Absolutely, completely lost. Right, OK, let's start about darts again. They're also thinner. Now, the thing is, Goldie, will you go away about them? I think I better start talking about the dartboard because I'm absolutely lost. Let's start about the dartboard.
Look, you wrote it all down. Here, have a look. There's so much to remember, but it's terribly crucial.
All right. OK, well, let's start again.
I like the way the woman came in and went, it's terribly crucial. Literally, there's never been anything less important than this in your life.
I feel his pain. I did Kids TV for years. I did Kids TV in Ireland for
Did you?
ages, constantly. And your co-presenters hate you. Like what she did there. Oh, man, Kids TV presenters are always doing that. Great, if you watch CBBC now, you see them all being friendly and palsy and, we're having a great time and we're making stuff and doing stuff. But they will at any stage wish to pick up the safety scissors and stab the other person and go, how did you get top of the pops, you bitch? It's a vicious thing.
So, Jimmy, what's your intriguing piece of information?
Right, OK, my fact on this is Simon Groom and Peter Duncan once had a fight in the Blue Peter Garden after a row over a BBC parking space.
Now, why did they choose the Blue Peter Garden?
They were in the garden filming a bit and they had a fight.
They were filming a bit. The parking has presumably happened earlier.
Yep.
And they filmed it. Well, how did the parking anger reassert itself?
They were fighting over parking spaces.
It's all right, I've got this, Angus. Leave it.
It's quite rare. It's not like that.
I can handle this.
But this is what I don't understand. There's been an argument about the parking spaces. They're filming the piece in the garden. Why does the fight start there?
So imagine you're having a disagreement with someone. You're having a disagreement.
I've never disagreed with anyone, but OK, I can imagine.
Well, you're disagreeing with me right now, so this is what it's like.
No, it's just, you know, we both mean the same thing. It's just you don't realise it yet.
I think, in fairness to them, it says it's about a parking space, but clearly they didn't get on with each other.
The rumours were that Simon was slightly jealous of Peter.
Maybe they actually really did get on deep down. There was a lot of love there. And a lot of love and complicated feelings and tears and hate, and they start fighting. And just to touch another human, and then the fighting starts getting a bit of amorous, and you know, and then they're kissing and fighting and scratching their clothes off each other, and then they fall in the pond and it's all fine and there's no sex.
You know what co-presenters are like, don't you, Eamon?
That would never have happened in GMTV. We didn't have a garden to fight in. That was...
Sorry, did you say to and fight in or to
David, what's your answer?
Do you think it's true?
Well, knowing presenters, I think it's very true.
Yeah. I think it's a no.
I think it's a lie. We're going for lie.
You're going for lie?
Yeah.
OK, Jimmy, truth or lie?
I can tell you that it is a lie.
Jimmy was in fact lying. Simon Groom and Peter Duncan did not have a fight over a parking space. The BBC parking spaces were awarded strictly on the basis of merit, so neither of them had one. So at the end of that round, it's Lee's team who are having to take a long, hard look at themselves, trailing as they are 8-4. Our next round goes by the nonsensical title of This Is My. Each of David's team will claim to have a genuine connection with tonight's special guest person, who we're about to introduce you to. It's up to Lee's team to identify the real McCoy. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Alan. Now, Dara, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Alan.
Alan is a mate of mine. I was best man at Alan's wedding, which was a number of years ago. And at his wedding, Alan, although you'd be hard-pressed to believe it now, weighs 27 stone.
Wow.
OK, David, what's Alan to you?
This is my driving instructor, Alan. I've had over 70 driving lessons, and I still haven't passed.
And finally, Eamon, what's your relationship with Alan?
Well, this is my friend Alan, and he is the Manchester United stadium announcer.
So, a former fatso, according to Dara, a long-suffering driving instructor, if you believe David, or Eamon's voice of Manchester United. Lee.
So he was, how heavy was it? How heavy?
27, I think, at his peak.
20. You were his best.
27. So what might he weigh now?
At the moment, he's about 13 at the moment. 13, 14.
What's Alan's surname?
Kerr.
I love the way you said that. Kerr. You didn't actually say that. You just opened your mouth and hoped that some noise came out.
Hang on. You didn't say that. You just opened your mouth and noise came out. That's how you say things, Lee. Sure. How you communicate. What's his name?
Now, according to David, he's a driving instructor, of course.
Right, so, how many times have you failed?
4 times.
You've had 70 lessons.
4 times.
Yeah,
At what stage did you work out he's incentivised for you not to pass? Is he telling you things like, yeah, look at the pedals at all times, manoeuvre, mirror, signal?
To be fair, I blame myself for failing, because he didn't tell me the things I failed for were, you know, OK to do.
So he's become a friend, anyway, over the years, I suppose.
Well, you know, I would say we're, you know, massively close. I don't know whether we'll stay in touch, but then again, we may never lose touch.
Yeah. So. I'm interested in Eamon's announcement story here.
So he's a friend, is he, Eamon?
I've known Alan for over 20 years. I first met Alan BBC Manchester, where he works as a presenter, and he also works as the announcer at Old Trafford.
What's the stadium called again? I don't know what the stadium's called.
Oh, seriously, Jimmy.
You really are one of the lads, aren't you, Jimmy?
I know it's Old Trafford, but haven't they got some shit name for it as well?
Theatre of Dreams, yeah.
Theatre of Dreams, that's it. That's the funny one. It's like, it might as well be the Ballet of the Imagination. It's such a name for a stadium. The Theatre of Dreams. What dreams? I dreamt I kicked a ball.
Well, they're going to have to push you for an answer.
I think the driving thing sounds plausible to me. 70 lessons and failed. No offence, but I could believe that. I think it's driving instructor.
Do you?
Yeah. Although Dara's looking pretty pleased with himself there on the end.
Yeah.
He's looking quite chuffed.
He's just happy to be out. What do you think, Ulrika?
I'd go with Eamon.
OK, so what are you saying, Lee?
Should we go with David? We'll say David.
2 against 1.
OK, well, Alan, perhaps you'd like to tell us who you really are.
I'm Eamon's friend. I'm the stadium announcer at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford.
The voice of Old Trafford. Congratulations to Alan. Alan has several duties at the club. He announces the teams, the scorers' names, and how many lap dances the players have roasted the night before. And so to our final quick-fire round, more lie detecting without the aid of ethanol, but this time against the clock, starting now. Eamon.
I once saw Carol Vorderman broken down at the side of the road, but I didn't stop to help her as I was running a bit late.
How do you mean broken down? In a car, or she was having
She's
a breakdown?
having a nervous breakdown.
For a car.
So where was this, Eamon?
A3.
Right.
On the lay-by.
And does she know that you ignored her?
She didn't know at the time, and I really felt bad about it because it was a flat tyre, it was smoking at the back, and there was a lot of smoke.
Tell you what she should do. She should consolidate her debts into one easy monthly payment. And then take out a loan and buy a better car. That's what she should do.
What were you late for?
Well, I just had to get home. Sleep's very important in my life, you know. It was...
What time is it?
Well, it was 10 o'clock at night, but it was a summer's night.
And so you left a woman on her own on the side of the
But it was a
motorway?
bright night.
It was a bright night. Where were you? In Norway?
It was a summer's night.
So what are you thinking?
I think he's telling a bloody great big lie.
I think it's definitely a lie, isn't it?
I think the team thinks it's a lie, so we'll go with
They're
lie.
saying it's a lie. Tell us.
It's a lie.
It is a lie. Yes. Carol is, of course, considered the thinking man's crumpet, presumably by any man who's thinking, I wouldn't mind shagging some mutton dressed as lamb tonight. She's not here. She'll never be invited on, so it doesn't matter. Next. Jimmy.
I lost my virginity at 26.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, we can
True.
kind of... Yeah.
Okay, is it true?
Well, no. No, seriously.
Yeah.
For the sake of, decency, go on, tell us all about it.
Well, I was very religious growing up. Very religious until I was about 26.
And then
I was all about the poontang.
David, do you believe this?
Yeah, I'm buying it. Yeah.
And the
That's
rest
what
of
he
your
said,
team?
actually.
So, Jimmy, could you reveal the truth, please?
I can indeed. No shame in that.
It is absolutely true. Yes, it's true. Jimmy did lose his virginity at the age of 26. Also, coincidentally, it was the day that he discovered he could make people laugh. Next. Dara.
Oh, I have received a text message from Bono.
Of course you have. You're Irish.
Yeah. And there are 7 of us.
About that?
One big house, and we all dance in a circle around together.
What did the text say? Did it say "Beautiful Day" is out Monday?
No, it wasn't a group text. It was a specific thing because I did a gig for a charity that I had over there, and he just said thanks for the gig.
Are you text pals now?
I sent a reply, but it didn't bloom into a full-scale relationship.
What did you say?
No problem, D.
Have you kept it?
No, because that's a couple of phones ago now. It's sitting on a Nokia somewhere in a drawer at home. Frankly, I don't need it that much socially. Conversation doesn't die off in my house so much. You go, has anyone got a charger from the early millennia that I could use? I've got a thing I want to show you.
So what are you veering towards?
I think it is true.
It's true.
OK, we'll say that's true.
OK, fact or fabrication?
You're going for true? If it just kills this ridiculous notion that just because I'm Irish, I know all other Irish people, it's a freaking lie.
Payment.
Now, I have 7 cats, and they're called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Pickle.
Sorry, what was the last one?
Pickle.
Pickle.
Why didn't you call him Sunday?
Because, as the audience will say to you, it sounds better when you say, hello, little pussy pickle, doesn't it?
Are you suggesting that Sunday would be an absurd name to call a cat?
Oh, you're not a cat person.
And also, you'd sound like you had dementia or something. If you... Monday! Tuesday! Wednesday! It's Monday, Eamon, isn't it? Where's my slippers? Pickle pussy! Come on. We're not idiots, Eamon. We're not idiots. Could you describe Tuesday to me? And don't say it was a lovely walk in the park. Right?
Tuesday's a particularly ginger little tall cat.
Thursday.
Tell us about Thursday.
Thursday's grey and sort of white chest.
What colour's Wednesday?
Wednesday's sort of, well, you won't believe this, but sort of green, olive-looking colour.
Okay, green cat now? Oh, well, of course it's true. You've got a green cat.
What colour is Tuesday's cat again?
Tuesday's cat is a sort of gingery colour.
Oh, but good idea.
He's remembered that lie. I'm willing to go for it.
Jimmy thinks it's true. Ulrika?
I'm kind of inclined.
Are you two mental? Are you actually mental people?
He's just so lovable.
He's got a green cat. What bit of that is true? It's an absolute load of codswallop, Payment Holmes.
He's saying it's not true, so is he lying or is he not?
It's a lie.
Yes! You were very good.
It's a lie. Eamon does not have 7 cats called Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Pickle. The only spoiled, pampered creature Eamon spent any time with is Anthea Turner. And after a while, he wouldn't let her on the sofa either. Incidentally, Pickle the cat is what Korean chefs do if customers order a starter. Which irritating noise means that at the end of our final round, it's David who are tonight's superheroes, triumphing over Lee's team 13-6. So many congratulations to our winners, slightly fewer to our losers. Join us next week for more Issues with the Truth. And remember that liars will often touch their nose, mouth or ears when telling a lie. As when Sharon Osbourne says, all these are completely natural. Good night.
Use your mince pies and see if she lies. It's Natalie Cassidy. She's mischievous, but can he be devious? It's John Jolly. And their team captain, it's Lee Mack. And facing them tonight, look out, it's the sharply jesting Frankie Boyle, the shrewdly investing Duncan Valentine, and their team captain, David Mitchell. But first, please throw off all pretense of restraint for your host, Angus Deayton.
Thank you, good evening, and welcome to Would I Lie to You? Over the next half hour, you'll be hearing more lies than an estate agent working on commission only. One useful tip when spotting a liar is that they often give themselves away by a variety of facial movements, unless, of course, the question you ask them is, have you had Botox? So we begin, perversely, with round one, which is called Home Truths. Our panellists read out a statement about themselves, and their opponents use a combination of potluck and guesswork, thinly disguised as intelligence, to decide if it's true or not. Guess right, they get the point. Guess wrong, the others get the point. What could be easier? Exactly, almost anything. Dom it is, who kicks us off with his first Home Truth. So, Dom.
I was at school with Osama bin Laden.
How old is Osama bin Laden?
I'm sure he's near my age, isn't he? I don't know, I don't even know.
I mean, how old did he seem at school? I mean...
We were actually at the other ends of school.
Don't say extremes.
No, you're right. It was quite a sort of... It was from sort of 4 to 18, so it could span quite long years.
Right.
Yeah.
What 4 to 18 school is this?
It was a Christian Quaker school.
Right. Is he still a Quaker?
I don't think it sat with him very well.
I'm not aware of his religion. He doesn't sort of, doesn't present that. I mean, did you chat much?
I'd pass him in the playground. He was quite an intimidating figure, to be honest. He was slightly intense. He was sort of in the Dungeons and Dragons class. I didn't really know him, but I was in the same school.
Where was this, in London?
No, it was in Lebanon.
Lebanon. That would possibly explain it. How was it at school in Lebanon?
It was okay. I mean, it was only when I sort of got a lot older I realised it was some sort of finishing school for jihadis, basically. And there'd be occasionally an Israeli jet would go over Beirut and the entire playground would look up and start firing in the air. And when I came to school here, I realised that wasn't the sort of normal thing. And
no.
Did bin Laden win when you played hide and seek?
Always. I never found him.
So, David, I'm going to have to push you for a decision on this.
So it's a 4 to 18-year-old Lebanese Quaker school. A lot of anti-Israeli feeling, as you'd expect from Quakers. I think it's a lie.
I think it's true.
You think it's true?
Yep. I think it could be true.
Well, I'm afraid I'm going to overrule my team. That's a lie.
It's a lie. They're saying it's a lie. Dom?
It is actually true.
Yes, it's the truth. Dom was at school with Osama bin Laden and still remembers those happy playground games like tag, stuck in the mud, and die, infidel, die. They grew up to have a lot in common, although Dom was slightly better at knowing where to draw the line with his pranks. It's all eyes on Duncan.
When I ran a large public company, I banned all my staff from buying paper clips.
Why?
Letters came in the post, and I'd be sitting at my desk, letters came with paper clips on them. So I took the paper clip and put them up, and I realised my pile was getting bigger. So why buy paper clips when you get more coming in the post than what you send out?
I think
nobody should ever buy a paper clip again in the whole world, ever.
Polite people send the paper clips back to the person that sent them the letter. Using it.
Exactly. So why do you need any more?
How much money do you think you saved?
I saved about £5,000.
Are you trying to convince me that one of the top businessmen in the country at some point sat down with his staff, said, we've got this important letter to send, could be a big contract, could be worth a fortune, let's get it in the post, and someone said, oh, we need a paperclip, and you went, let's just wait.
Yeah.
No. Do you reckon there was a moment after you started in the job when everyone was going, I wonder what the new boss will be like? I wonder what the Christmas party will be like this year. Oh, here's a memo. Reused paper clips. He's a miserable bastard. It seems like Mr. Bannatyne's had the water cooler taken away. We'll have to go outside to the rain barrel.
Have you changed teams?
Was that the only one of these kind of money-saving devices you came up with, or did you have many?
There was a lot of other money-saving devices, but they're all in my autobiography.
Can I be honest with you, Duncan? Absolutely honest with you. I'm getting every other word.
Try hearing it.
I like that. Bit more diction. Carry on.
Lee, what are you thinking about this?
I have to say, the idea of saving money on paper clips is utterly ridiculous, but the accent is swinging it a little bit. A little bit more possible.
Lee, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, me too. I'm going to go for true.
Yeah, OK, we think that's true.
Yeah.
OK. Duncan, is it
I've obviously read my autobiography. It's true.
It's true. It is true that Duncan did ban his staff from ordering paper clips, which appears in autobiography. I don't know if you mentioned that. So, Natalie's fascinating fact is next. Natalie.
I have passed toilet roll under the cubicle wall to Madonna.
Sheet by sheet or a whole roll?
No, about 5 sheets.
Right. Did you specify the number of sheets you wanted?
I was so starstruck, I just went like that.
Well, how did you... So you'd recognise her by
I knew
her
she was in
voice?
the cubicle next to me.
Oh, right.
I knew. See, I was in a club on a Wednesday night.
A club?
It's called China Whites. It's a club where a lot of people go. It's
China White's ran out of toilet paper in the ladies.
Somebody stole it. Apparently they needed it for their office. They weren't willing to buy their own.
And it was a Wednesday night's kind of a big night at China White's, and Madonna was in there this night. Obviously, I didn't know, but went into the loo and everyone was going, "Oh, Madonna's there, Madonna's." And I thought, yeah, right, whatever. And then some lady said to me, which I recognised was American, said, "Excuse me, have you got any loo roll there?" And I said, "Yeah, no problem." Did that. Went out, washed my hands, and Madonna walks out.
I just like the fact that during that story, you've been on EastEnders far too long. She went, everyone was going, "Madonna's in there, Madonna's in there." Oh, Madonna's in there, Madonna's in there.
EastEnders she was in, not Oliver.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, I think, you know, Madonna's been around the block. You check there's enough loo roll before you sit down, don't you? I think it's a lie.
Got it.
I think it's a lie. What do you
think it's a lie.
Yeah, a lie.
OK. Natalie?
It's a lie.
It is a lie. Right. Madonna never runs out of toilet paper, as she always carries one of her husband's movie scripts in case of emergency. All of which brings us staggering to the end of this opening round, where the stark truth is that Lee's team are already blazing a trail, leading as they do 3-1. The next round has the ring of truth about it, chiefly because that's its name. Momentarily, if I can just use that word incorrectly, I shall read out a fascinating celebrity fact, whereupon the panellists have to second-guess its veracity, and also say whether it's true or not. Lee's team, guess first, analyse this. Jeffrey Archer writes all of his stories with a felt-tip pen. Is this the truth or the opposite?
Hang on, he wrote a book when he was in prison. So
did.
all we need to know to work out this is true is, can you get felt-tip pens in prison?
Anyone?
Frankie, you'll know this. What can you get in prison?
It depends just how much loving you're prepared to give.
Duncan, you've been in prison.
Have you?
Very short period of time.
What
But
for?
yeah, no, I agree with Frankie.
Never mind agreeing with Frankie. Never mind. Forget the game, Duncan. Tell us about the murder.
You can get anything in jail. Anything
Really?
you want.
What were you in prison for?
Well, just, you know,
Tell us.
I think it was drunk and disorderly.
You mean think? How drunk were you?
Look at that. Suddenly the dragon tamed, methinks.
What do you mean? It's in the autobiography, haven't you read it?
What's it called?
Anyone can do it.
Well, you say anyone, apart from the 80% of people you tell to sod off.
Anyone can make 100 million. That's in the book. It tells you how to do it.
Really?
If everyone makes 100 million, won't that be terribly inflationary?
Yeah. If everyone makes 100 million except you're going to be pretty small, aren't you?
Absolutely, but maybe this is something that happened in Italy in the Lira days. You know, someone like you published a book, and then suddenly, everyone has got 100 million and they can't buy a coffee.
Lee, I'm going to have to push you for some kind of an answer on this one.
Well,
Jeffrey Archer.
Get Jeffrey Archer on this show. Jeffrey Archer on a show about lying would punch a hole through time.
Yeah. We wouldn't have Jeffrey Archer because he's been in prison. Oh, you haven't.
How did you know he was in prison?
I read his autobiography.
Thank you.
Which was spectacularly poor. OK.
Just out of interest, when you finish having sex, do you say, I'm out?
Yeah.
The worst thing is foreplay, which is I'm in for 40%.
Anyway, Jeffrey.
I think he does.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that. I
Team
think
captain.
I think he does as well. Then I think if you're saying he
We're on a
does,
lucky streak.
yeah, let's go for it.
saying-
Okay, then we'll say he does.
He does, and the fact is, he does. It's completely true. This is, in fact, true. Jeffrey Archer does write all of his stories with a felt-tip pen. His first job, incidentally, was working for Oxfam, and he still has a unique connection, as they're now the main stockists of his books. David's team. Your quote comes from the great 20th century poet, essayist and raconteur Jodie Marsh. Everyone thinks I'm thick, but what they don't know is that I won nearly £6 on a weakest link quiz machine.
If I was going to make up a lie like that, I'd reach for the stars and say a tenner.
One thing
Yes,
about that
please.
quote which is really sad is, I know that I won nearly £6. What's nearly
God.
£6?
What, so
Why did you
£5?
not say £5.40?
Well, actually, but those machines, they don't give they give quid, single quid. So nearly six, the nearest to £6 she's got is £5. You can't say five. I mean, you know, as a businessman, where are your accounts when you start calling £5 nearly six? Suddenly, £5 billion is nearly £6 billion. That's a £1 billion shortfall.
This was a 27th birthday party of one of her friends when she got very, very drunk.
If you had to get someone to answer a question on a quiz machine to save your life, right, would you get Jodie Marsh? I would rather that she fell drunkenly onto the quiz machine with her face and chose the answer that way, rather than using a body of knowledge.
I'm going to have to press you for an answer, I'm afraid.
So yes.
True or lie?
You think it's true?
Yep, it's true.
You don't care, you just want to murder her.
I think it's false.
Yeah, right. I don't know, but that's the game.
Yes.
I think it's false.
They're saying it's false. It is indeed a lie. Absolutely correct. Well deduced. Jodie Marsh did not win £6 on a Weakest Link quiz machine. Jodie left school with 11 GCSEs and 3 A-levels. I don't know whose they were, but she left school with them. Despite allegations of being thick, Jodie is a very successful glamour model. 36, 24, 32. No one's exactly sure what her IQ is. So at the end of that round, it's Lee's team who are looking quietly smug, ahead as they are, 5-3. Our next round goes by the somewhat truncated title of This Is Mine. Each of Lee's team will claim to have a genuine connection with tonight's special guest person who we're about to introduce you to. It's up to David's team to weed out the bona fide from the bogus. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Ina. Now, Lee, perhaps you'd like to start off by telling us how you know Ina.
Yes, I know Ina because she's my local newsagent, and she actually sold me a scratch card which I won £2,000 on.
Natalie, what's Ina to you?
Ina's worked on EastEnders for 21 years and as an extra supporting artist, and she used to run the lampshade stall.
And lastly, Dom, what's Ina to you?
Yasu Ina. Ina's actually my aunt, who is Greek, and she is a voice artist in Greece, and she has been the voice of Helen Mirren in the last 4 of her films that have been translated into Greek.
So, it's as simple as that. A winning newsagent, according to Lee, a veteran EastEnders extra, according to Natalie, or Helen Mirren's Greek voice dub, if you believe Dom. So, David.
When did you have this windfall, Lee?
It was about 7 years ago.
So you bought the scratch card,
Yeah.
you know, you scratched the
Well
thing.
done, you know how the poor people live. Carry on, David.
If this is like Columbo interview.
There's just one thing that's confusing me here.
No, OK. Now I can't say anything remotely investigative, can I? You essentially created a universal template of mockery. You...
Not helping.
OK, so you bought the scratch card, you scratched the thing off, I won £2,000.
Yes, that was exactly what happened.
That's what happened. I've never bought one of these things.
OK.
It's a tax on hope. And then you hand it over, and does she then give you the £2,000 out the till? Or that's a robbery, isn't it?
That's right.
But why have you kept in touch? I mean, she wasn't giving you the money. It comes from Camelot or something, you know.
I mean, I go to my newsagent still, and I still give her that friendly wink of, hey, pretty good, eh? And she still goes, lucky, lucky. So the little thing she does.
She's living through you now, really, isn't she?
She is, yes.
What's she going to do if you get diagnosed with a terminal illness? Come in, lucky, lucky, and they say, well, we should have said that.
I'm more interested in the story with Natalie. So, she is an extra in EastEnders.
Yes.
And she plays the lady who runs the lamp stall.
Yes.
Does she ever give scripts into the producers which are centred around a lighting crisis?
No. Not that I know of. Who knows?
You haven't investigated the most likely scenario, obviously, which is her being Helen Mirren's Greek voiceover artist.
Voice double. Can you speak Greek, Dom?
No, I can say Epharisto and Yasu, but only from visiting her. She's married to my uncle, basically.
It's very plausible, that, though.
Is it? It seems incredibly unlikely. You know, she does have this slight sort of lack of hope of someone in EastEnders. I think there's a plausibility to that.
Okay, so David, I need to press you for an answer. Is this Lee's lucky newsagent, Natalie's lampshade seller from Albert Square, or Dom's Greek thespian aunt?
You both think Natalie's extra?
I think the savage, browbeaten air of an EastEnders extra hangs among us.
Have you ever heard of a concept called mercy? Right, well, I haven't got a clue, so I'm going to go with the team. I'm going to say it's Natalie's colleague.
OK. Ina, perhaps you'd like to tell us who you really are.
Natalie's my friend, and I've been an extra for 21 years on EastEnders.
Yes, indeed. 21-year-old veteran of EastEnders. Well done to Ina Clare. So a lampshade stall might be an odd thing to find in the market, but it's essential to Albert Square, since lamps can be used to electrocute people, smash them over the head, or strangle them with the flex. Sometimes all in the same episode. Tellytales is the brilliantly alliterative title of our next round. David's team will follow up a clip from a classic TV series with an additional fantastic fact. Lee's team then declare whether the fact is either the truth or complete Piers Morgan. And tonight we bring you the delights of vintage Doctor Who, a show with the same budget as a school nativity play but with slightly lower production values. Well, here's a quick reminder of some of the Doctor's multiple incarnations. We've been asked to point out no Daleks were harmed in the making of that clip, although the actor inside has never walked again. But what is Frankie's extra piece of information, Frankie?
Well, it's a little-known fact, but to avoid confusion on the set of Doctor Who when they're filming it, the medical doctor on set is called the Magician.
So
you think about it, there could be confusion because obviously the doctor is Tom Baker or whoever. Obviously, it's a much bigger problem on Casualty.
I don't understand the confusion. Someone, an extra, say Ina, who's working on Doctor Who, has a heart attack, and someone shouts, "Is there a doctor here?" And Doctor Who, confused, says yes, and does surgery until someone says, "No, no, 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 no." I mean, I know TV people are like dim, but
if you're the person that's ill, it's going to be quite a depressing thing to hear someone shout. They sort of see what's happened to you and say, "Fetch the magician." Because that's what we're going to need. Fetch the magician or the priest.
I think it's a superstition. I think that's the answer. It's like, you know, you're whistling is supposed to be bad luck, break a leg.
So basically, someone comes on set,
set,
it's like the Macbeth thing or Hamlet thing, whatever, you're not supposed to say it, is it?
Exactly that.
So what happens, you're trying to convince us now, Angus, that someone would walk in and say, so is that the resident doctor? And somebody pops out of a Dalek and goes, "Oh! I'm being told about the rules and the superstitions. You idiot."
Now I've got to turn around 3 times the speed.
We're not joking.
Lee, could we have your answer?
Yeah, sorry, what do you think that's in summary?
I'm going to say it's false. I think it's false.
Yeah, Dom?
I think it's true now. I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it's telly, it doesn't have to make sense, so they probably do.
I'm going to have to overrule you there, Dom, and go for Natalie's decision there and say that it is, in fact...
That is leadership.
...not true.
Frankie? It is a lie. Frankie was in fact lying. The medical doctor on the set of Doctor Who is not called the Magician. There are many traditions that are kept up by actors. For example, break a leg means good luck, the Scottish play means Macbeth, and integral to the plot means getting your tits out to sell more tickets. So, at the end of that round, it's, well, extraordinarily, neither team has the gumption to take a lead, together as they are on 7. So to our final quickfire round, featuring some more home truths, but this time against the clock. A random flashing light will select one of our panellists, who must then read out a statement about themselves. As ever, the opposing team must then discern whether it be truth or tripe. Starting now. Lee.
I have been on a camping holiday with Darren Brown.
Are you sure he didn't just tell you that? Where did you go, Lee?
We went to the Cotswolds, because we used to be family friends.
And what age were you?
I was 22.
And were other members of your family there?
Oh, in total, there was 4 of my family and about 3 or 4 of his.
And did he put your own tent up?
No. Well, that's funny enough. He just did that. I woke up and it was done. I was dressed as Elvis, so I was eating an onion. I was livid.
How did you feel about going on a sort of weird dual family camping trip at the age of 22? Shouldn't you have been, clubbing or something in Ibiza?
During the trip, did at any time the two families say to you, you boys thought of getting girlfriends?
David, is Lee to be believed or is he not?
I think it's the sort of weird thing that would happen. I think it's probably true.
No, he's lying.
It makes it my call. I hate that.
It's all down to you.
I don't think it's true.
OK. Is it true or a lie, Lee?
It's a lie.
Yes. Next. David.
Age 5, I wrote to Play School to suggest how the BBC should resolve their union conflict.
Can I just say, this needs no discussion.
True.
Yeah, what was the union conflict?
Remember the clock in Play School?
I do, yeah.
And it had sort of things underneath it that would revolve.
Yeah.
And at some point, the things underneath stopped revolving. And apparently this was a result, my parents told me, of some sort of union dispute.
Did you sign off, David, age 5?
I don't really remember. I think I probably put my surname. I was a formal little thing.
So what are your thoughts?
Let's face it, if anyone here did write a letter at 5 to the BBC about unions, my money would be on him, so...
I would say...
True.
Yes, true now.
OK, they're saying true. So is it the truth or a lie, David?
It is true.
It is, of course. Yes, it's actually true. David did write to Play School when he was 5 to suggest how the BBC should resolve their union conflict. He was the first 5-year-old to use the word scab when not referring to his knees. Next. Dom.
Ooh. For 6 months, I worked as Trevor McDonald's driver.
Well, how did you get into that?
I was trying to get into the sort of world of news, and that was a way in.
How did that go?
It was very good. I was a producer at ITN for 3 years.
Really?
Till I changed my tack and started dressing as a squirrel.
Being his driver was a stepping stone to being a producer?
No, it was a stepping stone to getting into a corporation like ITN, which I did.
Right.
I can't see them going, we need a new producer. We need to get a new angle on the whole Serbian conflict. Well, I've got a driver.
Can I just say, I didn't go straight from being his driver to being a producer. There was a more sort of formal ladder once I'd got in.
OK. David, what is your final thought about...
What do you think?
It seems to me he's probably telling the truth. It's probably the sort of creepy way you can get a job in show business.
No, it's absolutely.
Here I am again. I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK, Dom.
It is.
Divulge the truth.
A lie.
It's a lie. It's a lie. Dom was never a Trevor McDonald's driver. Trevor McDonald, of course, became Britain's first black newsreader in 1973, in much the same way as Natasha Kaplinsky became Britain's first orange newsreader in 1993. Next, Frankie.
I am allergic to coins.
What happened? Why are you allergic?
They got copper in them. All British coins are made of cupro nickel.
Yes.
I'm allergic to copper.
You must occasionally have to deal in money. So do you have special gloves, or what do you do?
No, I just take them, and it makes my hands a bit sore.
What about silver, like 50p pieces? Are they copper?
They're cupro nickel.
What about gold?
Is that true?
Doublets.
I'd be all right with that. So often I shop in the 14th century.
Lee, what are you veering towards?
I'm veering towards... There's a possibility that this is true, actually.
Yeah, I'm veering towards that as well. You're cool.
You're going false?
Yeah.
You're going true?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go for false.
You saying it's a lie?
It's true.
You never go.
It's absolutely good. It's true. Frankie was telling the truth. He is allergic to coins, so he's going to be doubly disappointed when he receives his payment for this show. Next. David.
I fainted in the cinema during Kill Bill.
Oh, yeah. What stage of the film did you faint at?
It was odd. It was the bit where, she's sort of paralysed, and it was when she's sort of trying to drag herself out of this place. But it was the whole. I'm quite squeamish, and
Just
it was
out
the
of
whole
interest-
desperately being paralysed, trying to drag yourself out of a kind of hospital facility where people might kill you. That really got to me, and things started to
blacked
spin.
out.
David has never. He hasn't seen Kill Bill.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm telling you now, he hasn't gone to the cinema and gone, oh, I'm going to watch Kill Bill.
Yeah.
No way.
I can't imagine any moment in his life where it would make him think, yeah, I'm going to go and see Kill Bill.
Absolutely.
Lee?
Go on, then it's a lie.
It
They
is
say it's a lie.
a lie.
It is a lie. Well done.
But I have actually seen Kill Bill, and it's interesting that I'm featuring some sort of fusty antiquarian. Oh, he wouldn't go to the cinema. He'd only go and see silent films. No, I have seen Kill Bill. I just managed to remain conscious throughout. The fainting, you could believe. Just going to see Kill Bill. He wouldn't know how to buy a ticket, the love.
I don't know where we got that idea from.
He'd probably try and get a banker's draft.
Which, frankly, irritating noise means at the end of our final round, well, we have no victors whatsoever because both teams are neck and neck on 11. Join us next week for more Truth and Lies, and just remember, according to sociologists, lying is the #1 reason relationships fail. Lying on top of someone else usually being number 2. Good night.
Tonight on Would I Lie to You? Can he fix it? It's Neil Morrissey. Yes, she can. It's Leslie Ash. And their team captain, Lee Mack. And facing them tonight, Jungle Queen, Miley Class. Burger King, Jason Manford. And their team captain, David Mitchell. But first, arouse yourself into tumultuous hysteria for your host, Angus Deayton.
Good evening and welcome to Would I Lie to You? 30 minutes of exposing truth and peddling lies featuring some of the country's most available talent. Scientists have found that 41% of us lie in the course of an average day, and apparently 59% of us lie about whether or not we lie in the course of an average day. And that liars tend to speak in a dull, flat monotone, which means we can safely rule out anything Stephen Hawking ever says. We should never forget that in the Bible it says, "Thou shalt not lie." Then again, it also says a talking snake told a woman not to eat an apple, so we shouldn't pay too much attention to it. We start then tonight, not unreasonably, with round 1, entitled Home Truths. Our panellists read out a statement about themselves, but have no idea until they turn the card over whether it's a startling truth or a complete lie that one of our researchers made up this afternoon to while away the tedium. Either way, they're stuck with it, and it's the opposing team's task to then determine whether or not they're being sold a proverbial pup. So it's TV's Neil Morrissey, who is first up with his home truth. Neil?
I recently had an extension built by a builder called Bob.
Well, it's amusing, but is it true?
Well, I mean, as these things go, it would be quite a small coincidence. Bob is quite a normal name, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find that just eminently plausible.
It was...
And in fact, probably a very short little chuckle you and he had about it on day one. Do you know, actually, I'm actually a builder called Bob. Right, OK, I do the voice of Bob the Builder.
Yeah, but when
Short laugh, let us never speak of this.
At any point did you say, "Can you fix it?" And he said, "Yes, I can." In about 6 months.
Well, he thought it'd be funny to turn up, you know, dressed as Bob, and his mates were guffawing a lot. And, of course, it was 7 a.m. when 4 hairy builders wandered in. One dressed in a red and yellow check shirt in dungarees with a yellow hat on saying, "Hello, I'm Bob the Builder." Oh, you laughed.
Yeah.
Do you think he does this all the time and it just happened to be Neil Morris's house?
He's probably one of those people who
At last! It works! Told you, you pair of knobheads, this is funny!
So, what are you thinking? What's your verdict?
Well, I think Neil's doing quite well for himself, so it's quite plausible he has recently paid for an extension.
I also can believe that.
I've seen it.
It would be a small lie to come on and say, I'm having some building work done.
So is it all stacking up, or are you thinking it's not really very likely?
So I think it's possible. I'm thinking it's possible.
I think too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we think it's true.
Yeah.
All right, that's almost unanimous. Right, Neil, reveal all, if you would.
It's a big fat lie!
It's a lie.
I wish it was true myself. I've only just read it.
Neil has not recently had an extension built by a builder called Bob. In fact, there are no builders called Bob in Britain, as it's not a Polish name. And so, to Jason, for your home truth.
OK. I have beaten Gary Barlow at Crazy Golf.
We were all hoping that would end with over the head.
Lee, what do you think?
When was this?
This was 12 years ago.
And how come you were both on a crazy golf course together?
I was up in Blackpool, and there was just a massive Crazy Golf just on the promenade, and I was having a game of golf, and he was there with his family.
So at the peak of his fame, he was playing crazy golf. With his family.
His family, yeah. Well, he's a family man.
And no one else had noticed him at this point.
It was. This is Blackpool. There's a lot of famous people.
Who won?
Can't remember.
Oh.
That's a good bit of truth.
Did he not say he beat Gary Barlow? Because you said over the head.
My teammate has made a very good point here.
What?
You did say I beat Gary Barlow, because I did that bad joke about beating him over the head.
You did.
And now...
You can't remember.
So basically what's happened is, Jason, 12 years after the event, you've remembered you beat him, and 2 minutes after you've said it, you've forgotten it. Funny thing, the way it works.
I think he's lying.
You're nicked! Lee, I wonder which way you're going to jump on this one.
Hey, you've been ashed.
Well spotted.
I think we've got to say that's a lie, haven't we?
Yeah.
They're saying it's a lie, Jason.
It's actually a lie.
Yeah, it is complete rubbish. Jason has not beaten Gary Barlow at miniature golf. As it happens, Gary has a handicap. He's too fat and he can't dance. Take that. I've always been keen on miniature golf, or as Mark Owen calls it, golf. So Lee is next.
I was Red Rum's stable boy.
How old were you?
I was probably 16.
Did he ride him?
Pub. Yes, I did actually ride him. Yes, did ride him.
When did
Not in the Grand National, obviously.
Right.
You rode Red Rum sort of just around the farm to give him a bit of exercise.
It's not a cow. It was a horse. Racehorses don't live on farms. They live in stables, horse racing yards. They're very professional outfits.
I'm afraid,
they don't go.
to me,
Grand National winner, but I haven't got time to clean him. Let's do chicken.
Look, horses are animals. They live in places with other animals in the country. To me, that's a farm. You want to call it a stable? I'm not interested. You're wasting your breath.
In a stable.
Oh, it was right in the middle of town, was it?
Well, as it happens,
block of stables.
It's exactly where
What
you are.
floor did Red Rum live on? You came a bit canter down the staircase.
See, you see, listen, smart ass, listen. What's it in? Listen. Red Rum famously actually was trained on the beach, and that's where he was trained.
So did you want to be a jockey then?
Yeah, a jockey. Eventually, I wanted to be a jockey, but I wanted to
Did you
start.
try?
Did I try?
Yeah.
What are you, the YTS careers officer? I did my best. I mean, I got up at 6 and shuffled shit out. What do you want me to try? I'm sat on the horse risking my life, yeah. Want to make a jockey? Well, you just haven't tried.
You're quite tall for a jockey.
So I was going to say,
I am, yes, very tall for a jockey, that's right. Now, you know the answer to the question, why didn't you become a jockey?
Are they really careful, though, about who they let on their absolute prize horses just in case they get a bad technique?
Well, as it happens, it's a good question, that, because you'd think they would be, wouldn't you? But my job was stable boy, and all the others went out and rode the horses, whereas I was left to muck out, hence the word stable boy. And I thought, I'll have a quick go on that. So I jumped on his back, rode the finish to the Grand National, did the commentary as the horse ate his hay, and the boss's son caught me as I was going, and it's hats off and a tremendous reception.
What happened when the boss's son caught you?
I was disciplined in a way that only a stable boy of 16 can be.
You don't think it's true?
I don't think it's true.
You don't think it's true either?
I just don't think it is.
We think it's a lie.
It's a lie. OK, let's see how correct you were.
It is, in fact, the truth.
It's true, Lee was Red Run's stable boy. Red Run was put out to stud after his career ended. He sired several moderately successful horses and Amy Winehouse. So at the end of this first ordeal, it's David's team who are experiencing one or two teething problems, trailing as they are 3-1. The next round is called Ring of Truth, and it's an idea so simple that even the panellists virtually understand it. Our teams are given a solid gold celebrity fact and must basically decide whether it's bona fide or pure baloney. So true or otherwise, Gwyneth Paltrow said, "I would rather die than let my kid eat cuppa soup."
See, that is an amazingly weird thing to say, isn't it? Although not as weird, of course, as if there'd have been a big pause between the word eat and cup. That would have been even better, because then it would have been, I would rather die than let my kid eat cup of soup. That would be a really weird thing to say,
That would be
wouldn't it?
strange, wouldn't it? Fortunately, she didn't say
She
that.
didn't?
No.
How would cuppa soup find its way into the realms of Gwyneth Paltrow's life?
She was on a film set.
So she was obviously given it whilst filming on an English film.
She actually said, "Who eats this stuff?"
And what was the reply? That lots of the British public do. Yank.
But anyway, surely people drink it.
Yes, I was going to say, was she told that it's usually diluted in water? Otherwise, you would kind of go, this is surely... What is this, future food? I'll give it a go.
What's her husband's name again? That famous
Chris
bloke?
Martin, yes.
Yeah, he's in a band. Does he like cuppa soup? Do we know anything about
Of course,
him?
everyone knows Chris Martin likes a cup of soup. Well, he has all the flavours written on the back of his hand.
Didn't Chris Martin say a while back, on the back of one of his album sleeves, it said, for every album that we make, we're going to plant a tree of all the paper that we've wasted making this CD. And I just thought to myself, can't you just cut out the middleman? Just stop making CDs.
Does he say when every album they make, they plant a tree? I mean, they make an album once every 1 or 2 years. That's going to be 4 trees. My dad plants more trees than that. He hasn't released an album in years.
So do you think Gwyneth is likely to have said this?
Yeah, I probably think
I
so.
think it's true.
Yeah, I'm with you,
I sort of
Leslie.
can hear her American. I mean, they call their daughter Apple. They're quite sort of healthy people.
Well, Bachelors claim that there are no additives in cuppa soup.
That's the company that makes it, not just unmarried men. Unmarried men who rely on cuppa soup for their whole diet say, it's actually, there's no additives. It's bloody healthy, actually. Knocks back the loneliness if you put whiskey in it.
Maybe you could give us some kind of conclusion as to whether you think this is true or not.
I don't think it's true. Do you think it's true?
No, I don't think
I don't think
We
so.
think it's a lie.
They're saying it's a lie. Lee.
I think it's true.
Think it's true?
Yeah.
Leslie?
I think it's true.
OK. True.
All saying it's true. It is true. Absolutely right. Gwyneth Paltrow would rather die than let her child eat cuppa soup. In fact, any child of Gwyneth's is more likely to be named cuppa soup than served it. The next round goes by the curiously abridged title of This Is My, in which David's team all claim to have a close association with tonight's special guest person. The task for Lee's team, should they choose to accept it, is to identify which of them is for real. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Jill. Now, David, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Jill.
Yes, this is Jill, the hypnotherapist who cured me of my fear of balloons.
OK. Mylene, what's Jill to you?
This is my good friend Jill, and she has fitted Camilla Parker Bowles' underwear.
And finally, Jason, your relationship with Jill?
This is Jill. She's the air hostess who saved my life when I choked on a peanut once.
So there you are. A balloon therapist, if we believe David, an underwear fitter to the Royals, if we believe Mylene, or a life-saving air hostess, according to Jason.
What is the thing about a balloon which is so frightening?
Well, I'm a bit better about it now.
Thank God you're able to talk about it.
Is there
the fact that they might go bang in your face?
I'm trying to share here. And,
Yeah.
the thing that that scares me about balloons
Yes.
is essentially that they might pop.
Yeah, but to be fair, that's not an irrational fear if it's a hot air balloon, is it?
No. But frankly, if I had a phobia about hot air balloons, I would have managed to limp through life. If you... There's not much... Oh, it's terrible, because I get to work by hot air balloon as well. I'm just screaming the whole time. I can't, I have to put the radio on. It's, every day, party balloons have since I was very young, scared the shit out of me because they might pop.
So did you go to parties as a kid and cry?
Yes. And then I wouldn't go to parties as a kid, and my parties there were no balloons.
And I want to know about the peanut in the throat and the possible Heimlich. I mean, how were you saved?
Heimlich, yeah.
Oh, you've helped him out there, haven't you?
Does she look strong enough?
The Heimlich, it's not about strength and power. It's about the actual positioning of the actual right down the diaphragm.
Are you a doctor as well now?
Yeah. All right, tell me which flight that you're on.
I was flying Manchester to Gatwick, and I sat near the front for that extra bit of leg room, and luckily the woman's actually sat opposite you, right? God bless her, right? And as I was sort of eating these peanuts, one of them just lodged just right in my throat, and just quick as a flash, bang, Jill was up.
Don't say bang in front of David. Scare the life out of him.
What's your association with Camilla Parker Bowles' gusset manufacturer?
This is my friend, and that's who she fits. I've got no association with Camilla, but
She doesn't
this
fit
is my
your
friend Jill.
corsets necessarily.
Has done.
Is this a common thing, having underwear fitters? Do you have an underwear fitter, Leslie?
I do, actually. They're here now.
No, you're lying.
Little Jimmy Cranky's down there working his arse off.
Do they actually sort of make to order? They go around and fit you up and...
I think knickers are quite regular, but every woman, as you know, goes up and down in their underwear, and so...
Sorry?
So I need to press you for an answer here, Lee. Is this person David's balloon shrink, Mylene's regal basque fitter, or Jason's selfless stewardess?
I think it's a stewardess. Although I think he's a barefaced liar, I just think he's telling the truth on this.
I don't believe Jason has ever allowed anything to be stuck halfway before it gets down here.
I think
he's not an idiot. He's from the north, and those peanuts are free.
Yeah.
I love the balloon thing because it's just so sweet.
I like the sweetness of it, yes.
OK, you are the team captain, Lee. You have to make a decision of some sort.
All right, then. I'm going to go with Leslie, then, and say that, bizarrely, the balloon story just might be in a crazy sort of way.
OK, you're opting for David's balloon shrink. Jill, perhaps you'd like to tell us who you really are?
I'm Jill Kenton. I'm Mylene Class's friend, and I do fit Camilla.
Yes, indeed. Jill is Mylene's purveyor of pants for the Royals. Well done, and thank you for coming, Jill Kenton. Yes, Jill has fitted Camilla Parker Bowles' underwear. Now she's in the royal family, of course. Camilla has to be rather more frugal when she gets bored with her lacy underwear. It's handed down to Prince Edward. And so to telly tales around in which classic TV shows of yesteryear are resurrected for our viewing pleasure. And Lee's team then intrigue us with an additional related fact. This week, our specialist area is Saturday morning children's TV, a world where men's knitwear plummeted new depths and disaster was always just a haircut away. So Lee is up with his fact loosely related to these well-known pop critics.
That's Pepsi and Shirley and Heartache. Mrs. Thatcher, what about
I didn't think it sounded like heartache at all. I thought the nearest it got to heartache was that almost ballet bit, with several people standing up in the background moving. That was the nearest to heartache. Otherwise, it was thump, thump, thump. I accept very professional, but nothing like heartache. Yes, good voices, professional production, but not quite what I would expect of heartache. I would say 3.
3 for you.
Yes.
Would you dance to it?
No, I wouldn't, because there was no melody. There certainly was rhythm. You could do a movement to it. You could do a movement to any rhythm. You could do a movement to a drum without having any song. But there was no melody and no heartache.
Pepsi and Shirley not quite cutting it for Mrs. Thatcher there. She was always more of a Guns N' Roses fan. Anyway, Lee, what is your related fact to that clip?
Did you know that Mike Reid often does a musical turn at the Tory party conference? And last year, it was a 10-minute political rap.
You notice how the whole mood has dropped since we saw a clip of Margaret Thatcher? Nobody wants to live anymore. Oh, yeah, I remember that bitch.
Yeah.
So what bit of the Tory... Is this like the main assembly bit?
Yes.
After the Shadow Chancellor's done his speech? Now, as usual, what you're all here for, Mike Reed's 10-minute rap.
Yeah, but you've got to remember that Tories are a bit stuffy and boring.
Yeah, I mean, they're stuffy and boring, but they're not, you know, complete morons.
I think it's true because the Tory party are so out of sync with reality that that's the sort of thing that they might go, Mike Reed's very popular, isn't he? What about Mike Reed?
It all makes sense.
Yeah. I don't think they could be that out of sync with reality and still know where Parliament is.
I don't think it's true.
I just don't think it's true.
Well, I'm prepared to go with that. You're the
We
captain.
think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie, OK. Let's find out if you're right, Lee.
It actually is true. It's a very hard way to do this.
I'm sorry. How are they ever going to get back into office? Aren't they trying? Is it match fixing? Is someone bribing them to be terrible at politics? Mike Reed, 10 minutes, rapping. What the f*** is that? Democracy in this country. You know, the reason Tony Blair can start wars for no, you know, without asking people, is because there's no opposition. You know, it's their fault. It's Mike Reed's fault. Deaths of our servicemen are on his conscience.
Sorry, David. I've made a mistake. It's false. Sorry. False.
No, it is true. I do hope Mike Reed is watching this. Yes, he does traditionally round off the Tory party conference with a song. It saves security having to usher people out of the building. So at the end of that round, it's Lee's team for whom the future's bright, leading as they do 7-5. And so, joyously, we come to the final round, some quick-fire truths and or lies for our panellists. And remember, they still have no idea what's written on the other side of the card, sensational truth or utter tosh. Starting now, Leslie.
I have been banned from Streatham Ice Rink.
Oh, yeah, what did you do?
I was skating with my friend, and you had to go upstairs to really see the nice blokes. And I didn't know, unbeknown to me, but you weren't allowed upstairs. And so we got asked to leave downstairs, and I just got a bit gobby.
So, sorry, what's the upstairs of an ice rink? Is that...
The upstairs is where the viewing gallery. And
so why did they throw you out? Or why
someone had moved the sign saying, don't go up there. And me and Geraldine Hellard just thought, we'll go up there anyway.
Good use of specific name of a possible person who exists.
How old will you be around
About
this time?
14.
OK. Is this stacking up?
I just think the sign had been moved. You went in there anyway. It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Why would they ban you from the ice rink?
No. The ice warden came up and said, you're not allowed up here.
That's a great job title. I am the ice warden. Yes. I do not own the ice. I guard the ice for future generations. I am one with walrus and seal.
So she came up to you. He came up to you. And
He came up to, and he said, I'm going to have to take you downstairs. So he took me downstairs, and unbeknown to me, he was actually taking me outside the door.
Were you still in your skates at this stage? I'm just a little bit worried that he's not thought it through and you're going to...
Yes, the ice warden man can breathe on the floor. All the way home.
Me and Geraldine Hellard tossed out into the street in our sheepskin coats, and I just turned around and went, F*** off!
So that might have been when you were back. It's the obscenity to the ice warden moment.
Ice warden.
Yeah. So ice wardens don't take kindly to that.
No.
Dave, what's your conclusion?
I don't really believe this.
You know what, though? It's so bad, it's good.
I think it's a lie.
Right, well, there's two of us think it's a lie, so I think we say it's a lie.
Yeah, they're saying it's a lie. OK, the truth then, Leslie?
It's true.
Oh.
It is completely true. Nice work, Leslie. It's true, Leslie is banned, or was banned, from Streatham Ice Rink. In 1984, Torval and Dean's thrilling Olympic win caused such an upsurge of interest in ice dancing that they were given their own show just 23 years later. Next, David.
I have formulated a 5-point plan for surviving if I were in prison.
David, please tell us this 5-point plan for surviving in prison.
OK. 1, I have to use the fact that I've got a degree in some way. I have to sell the fact that I've, have knowledge. Right. Secondly, I have to, in some way, find someone who is physically strong to try and, save me, from the big men and the soap dropping and the bum. Thirdly, I have to make sure that this person isn't a person who will bum me. Fourthly, I need to have some commodity I can sell, so I need to have some deal with someone I knew on the outside, bringing in something like, cigarettes, so that I could, sell them to other inmates.
Right.
Number 5?
And, number 5 would be to get a PhD while I was in there.
What is the likelihood of you actually going to prison?
Well, cut a long story short, I did a terrible, terrible thing, but I got away with it.
This was an imminent...
No, I formulated this when I was a late teenager, and I was frightened of prison.
How old were you?
I think 17 or 16, 17.
So the first one was what, sorry? To get a degree?
No, that was the last one.
Degree.
No, the first one you said was to use your degree.
But you were 17.
So part of your 5-point plan of how to survive in prison is I must get a degree, and number 5 is I must get a PhD. It's this kind of talk that's going to get you into trouble in prison in the first place.
It wasn't 5 topics of conversation when in prison.
Oh.
I wasn't going to bring these things up. So what are you going to do while you're here? I seem to have a cocktail in my hand. Why am I the only one? Oh, I dropped my cocktail. Don't pick it up.
What are you thinking then?
Do you know what? I'll tell you why I think it's true. Is because David's one of the few people I know that if he did do a 5-point plan, if I was doing a 5-point plan, it would be like get a brick, get a rounder's bat, get something else that's big. But David involves 2 forms of education within the plan. Degree, PhD. Maybe I should make it a 7-point plan and get the masters.
I think it's a lie.
What do you think, Leslie?
I think it's...
I'm with you, Leslie.
You're a big liar.
Fight!
So, Lee, you're the team captain. What's your verdict?
I think that what he's saying is utter rubbish, and that's a lie.
David, put us out of our misery.
Yes, I'm afraid to say it is a lie.
It is. Well, absolutely right, it is a lie. David has not formulated a 5-point plan for surviving if he were in prison.
Are there other cards in here, like, you had 19 different names for your grandmother? What are they? Granny, Nan.
Yes.
A 5-point plan for how to survive in prison. I've got no idea how to survive in prison. Don't go to prison. Only commit crimes you can get away with.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
That was nasty. Next, Leslie, again.
I have never eaten an apple, not even taken a bite.
Why not?
No, I'm actually allergic. It's really upsetting.
How did you find out you're allergic to apples?
Actually, only to the green variety, which is like either the Golden Delicious or the Granny Smith. I don't know what it is. It's something in the skin that makes it green that I get allergic.
So you've eaten other apples that are not the ones you're allergic to?
I'm all right with the yellow ones.
Oh, so you've eaten the yellow ones?
Yeah, and red ones.
So just read your statement again.
I have never eaten...
A green.
A green. No, you see, they've made a mistake here. I told them upstairs, I said, it's green.
They made a mistake on one of my cards as well, and they said that I'd made a 5-point plan for surviving if I were in prison.
Could I possibly push you for a verdict?
I think that's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie, Leslie? Tell us.
Oh, it's...
Surprise, surprise. It is a lie. And that electronic flatulence signals the end of that final round, and it's Lee's team who are tonight's conquerors, having vanquished David's team 11-7. So, clap on the back to the winners, a clip round the ear to the losers, and finally, just remember that you can always tell if a politician is lying because their lips move, which is coincidentally also how you tell if Jade Goody is reading. Good night.
Tonight on Would I Lie to You, he hails from Torchwood, it's John Barrowman. He hails from Mr. and Mrs. Wood, it's Dom Wood. And their team captain, Lee Mack. And facing them tonight, she's a mother of two, it's Faye Ripley. He's been drinking since 2, it's Patrick McGuinness. And their team captain, David Mitchell. But first, please make some noise, specifically of the excited and welcoming kind, for your host, Angus Deayton.
Thank you, good evening, and welcome to Would I Lie to You, where our panellists have half an hour to prove just how expert they are at barefaced lying. Psychologists have now identified 34 different types of lie, 35 if you include that one. And apparently the best way to make sure someone isn't lying to you is to keep constant eye contact, study their body language, and wire their nipples up to 10,000 volts. In medieval England, a suspected liar would have to carry a red-hot iron bar for 9 paces. If their hands were burned, they were declared a liar and then hanged. Of course, if their hands weren't burnt, they were declared a witch and then hanged. So, against all our better judgments, we start with round 1, Home Truths, in which guests read out a statement about themselves. At this point, they've no idea what's written on the card. It might be a true fact or a big fat lie that they'll just have to run with. The opposing team then use all their powers of deduction, or failing that, a lot of random guesswork, to establish if it's the truth or, conversely, not. So, John it is with our first Home Truth. John?
I was caught short in Prince Charles's garden.
What do you mean, caught short? What does that mean?
Are you not familiar with that phrase?
Oh.
Would you like me to elaborate?
Please do.
Yes, within the bounds of BBC viewing, yes.
Wee-wee.
All right. Taking a piss.
Yes.
Excellent.
Why were you in Prince Charles's garden?
It was a tour.
A tour?
Which garden of his? He's got many gardens,
At
right?
Highgrove.
At Highgrove.
A garden at Highgrove?
Yes.
And you were... What sort of tour? I mean, could I look in the yellow pages?
Highgrove has
Prince
tours.
Charles's garden tours.
Highgrove has tours.
Oh, right, so it's open to the public?
Yeah, you have to write and be invited.
You have to... You have to send off for an invitation.
Well, anyone from the public can write.
Dear Charlie, any
Yes.
chance of a piss in your garden?
Does he know, Prince Charles, that you did this?
I'm assuming that he might know about it.
You assume that a random tourist pissing in his garden, that's going to get back to his garden.
Actually set the alarm off.
What did he say?
You're just bragging now, aren't you?
Probably weed through a laser beam.
Is there any medical reason why you can't anticipate needing it? I mean, is that what we're dealing with here?
Yeah, I'm incontinent.
David, we're going to have to rush you for a decision here.
Right. Well, that's a bit odd that you sort of thought... I mean, I'm sure Prince Charles has got a large garden, but I don't think that would constitute being too far from civilization to find a proper loo.
You're a dirty little liar.
So your team captain, David, you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to override one of your...
the truth.
And you don't?
I don't.
I'm with you. I think that's a lie.
OK, they're saying it's a lie. What is the truth, John?
The truth is, the story It's true.
Yes, it's absolutely true. John was caught short in Prince Charles's garden, so if you thought your Dutchy original biscuits tasted funny, check where the oats are from. Of course, John could have just done as Camilla does when she's caught short, lifted her tail and hosed the snails off the path. And so, to Paddy for his home truth.
I've snogged Paris Hilton.
Well, there is an obvious question that begs itself.
Yeah, how come you ugly get? I mean...
Where were you?
At the James Bond premiere.
So you snogged Paris Hilton?
Yeah.
It was at the premiere?
Yeah.
At the party afterwards?
No, it was at the premiere. It was a friend of mine, Derby to do it. I went up to her, said hello, and instead of kissing her on the cheek, I went on her lips.
Oh, you didn't even ask her, you just lunged in?
Yeah.
That's confident. That is very confident.
What flavour was her lip gloss? If you kissed her, you'd remember the flavour.
It was just like sticky, I don't know, it wasn't a flavour. It was sticky, yeah.
It was just... I'll tell you what, you know all the chat-up lines, don't you? Yeah. Oh, thanks, love, that were right, sticky. Magic!
You're going to have to come up with some kind of an answer, either true or lie.
You see, the thing is, I'm from the same part of the world as he's from, and I can believe this is true. Because it just saves time, money, expense. just why mess about? I ain't got time for all this, love.
OK, so you're thinking it's probably true?
What do you think, Dom?
True.
Do you reckon?
Nah.
What do you think?
I'll go with the boys. I'll say true.
OK, they're saying it's true. Paddy?
Oh, it was a lie!
Yes, it is a lie. Paddy has not snogged Paris Hilton, which, if you look at the statistics, is the least probable answer. Paris Hilton, 26, recently likened herself to Marilyn Monroe and Princess Diana, both of whom died sudden deaths at a tragically early age. So, our next home truth comes from Dom, so fess up, if you would.
My nickname at school was Ear Sniffer.
OK, David's team, is this right or rubbish?
Was there an incident that sparked this nickname off? Were you caught sniffing someone's ears?
I think that's the long and short of it, yeah. A girl called Alexandra Westberg, it started off with her, and I got slightly obsessed with her, and then I did that thing, you know, where you get your arm and you scrape it with a compass until you got their name in blood on your arm, and then it goes septic, then it goes green on your arm. Yeah, so I sniffed her ear, then it just kind of snowballed.
I'm so glad I'm gay because we don't do that kind of thing.
Please don't go.
He was ear sniffer, I was rear sniffer. That
was... David, what are we thinking?
Well, you've sort of glossed over the actual first ear-sniffing incident.
Yes.
Where were you? Were you in a lesson?
Orchestra.
Orchestra?
During orchestra. She played the piccolo, I played the viola, not violin, viola, and she... Hang on, what?
You had a pretty tough upbringing.
No, it was hell.
I've got to ask a question. Are you ant or deck?
Would it be possible if you could come over here and just show me how the sniff was done on David's ear?
Can I not just try it on his?
Yeah.
Or what about John's?
Even
no.
better.
No. Shit, no.
I do like the idea that you go, shit, no. If I sniff his ear, he's gay. He'll have sex with me.
Do we want to see him sniff?
Well,
The people have spoken.
It was kind of more of an ear sniffer liquor kind of thing. So, we'll do it. We'll do it.
David, that must have helped.
Well, it's odd that, considering now you're claiming you licked her ear, why didn't they call you ear licker? I mean, that's a bigger deal than just sniffing.
I was at the end of the orchestra. Right. They were all around there, and they could only just see the...
Not again!
The sniff.
On those grounds, you're thinking...
I think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie, really.
OK.
I'll go with you.
Right, we think it's a lie.
OK, Dom.
You fools, it is... It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Well done.
It's complete rubbish. Dom's nickname at school was never ear sniffer, although I can't help thinking that whoever writes these lies is working through some issues. All of which means it's, well, David's team who are throwing down the gauntlet, leading as they are 3-1. Our next round is and always will be known as the Ring of Truth. In short, our teams will be presented with a celebrity fact or two whose veracity it's then up to them to vouchsafe or poo-poo. David's team, guess first. So, how true is this? Madonna has her toilet seat removed from every venue she performs at so that no one sells it on eBay.
I mean, the thing is that maybe by removing the toilet seats, she's created this sort of mystique. Oh, she has to remove her toilet seats, otherwise people will want to sell them. And in reality, no one will want to sell something that her old arse had touched.
So the toilet seat, when they get taken away, where do they go to? A big toilet seat warehouse?
They buy a new seat every time and then throw it away at the end.
It's a bit obsessive-compulsive, actually, isn't it? It's like people who keep their wee in labelled jars. It's absolutely true. Very obsessive-compulsive people can sometimes do that. They sort of, as it were, file their various excreta.
How would you know?
How would I know?
About filing those sorts of things?
I am a knowledgeable man, and it's you know, if I knew how I knew everything I knew, then I'd only be able to know half as much, because it would all be clogged up with where I know it from. So I cannot always cite my sources, I'm sorry.
My bad. Yes. There are other artists who do the same thing. Janet Jackson and Mary J. Blige also insist on having their toilet seats removed. So what are you veering towards?
Well, that's pretty
I think it's feasible.
It's feasible. I'm just worried about these stars with huge warehouses full of old loo seats. I don't know why I'm worried about them. There's no reason why I should give a shit whether they live or die.
She's not doing it, is she? She's not got the spanner and putting her thing on. So someone else is coming in, she's totally unaware of it, just gets done, one of those things.
Are you, Madonna, I want to get off early. Are you going to need to go again before the end of the gig, or can I remove it now?
I know it's not...
you know, I want to get home before 11 if I can, so will you need another shit tonight? I mean, it's fine, I can wait. But maybe you could go now, if you're ready. So maybe it's not true.
Go with your gut instinct.
OK, we say it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie, and it is indeed true.
Come on. Sorry.
It is true. Madonna does have all her toilet seats removed from every concert venue to prevent them being sold on eBay. She also had all the decent songs removed from her last album to prevent them being sold at HMV. Lead team, your teaser. Tony Blair proposed to Cherie in a bumper car.
To me, they look more like roller coaster people, don't they? That's sort of like...
That's why your face is always like that.
Yeah, that was the joke. It was a visual. It was a visual, you know. Hey, listen, I'm shit at time travel. Don't worry about it. Right. I'll tell you what, though, I'm shit at time travel.
True, lie, neither, both.
What do you think, Dom?
Dare I say, poppycock, I think.
I think true.
You think true?
Yeah.
Really?
But you are team captain, Lee, so it's your word that is final.
Well, I have to say that I'm slightly leaning towards John, don't. And I suspect that actually that could be true as well. And also it explains a lot as well, because there's a massive metal bar at the front, isn't there? It's the truth.
The truth.
So help me God.
Right, OK, and I can tell you that
come on,
it is indeed complete rubbish. It's a lie. Tony Blair did not propose to Cherie in a bumper car. Cherie doesn't like going to fun fairs. Everyone thinks that if they throw 3 balls in her mouth, they win a foam Shrek. Round goes by the grammatically challenged title of This Is Mine, in which Lee's team all claim to have a close connection to tonight's special guest person. Only one of them is telling the truth, and it's up to David's team to seek that person out and speak his name. So please welcome this week's special guest person, Mark. Now, Lee, perhaps you'd like to explain how you know Mark.
Well, this is Mark. Hi, Mark. and I don't say hello, you rude bugger. I actually employ Mark solely to manage my iPod.
You've changed.
John, what is Mark to you?
I cut the ribbon at the opening of Mark's karaoke superstore.
And finally, Dom, what's your relationship with Mark?
Well, Mark's a good mate of mine, and we used to be in a magical double act, and we used to be called Mysterio and Mark. So
there you are, a professional iPod manager, according to Lee, a karaoke shopkeeper, if you believe John, or a former magical partner of Dom's. David, time to interrogate the enemy.
This double act, what was it called again?
Mysterio and Mark.
So you chose Mysterio as a name, and he chose...
Yeah, and that's the reason why we had to part separate ways in the end, is just because he was just Mark and had to go.
OK. And weren't you expelled from Magic Circle?
Yes, I was. For being a very naughty little wizard.
So, Lee...
yes, David?
When did you come to the point of realising that your iPod had just got on top of you and you needed to get in some help?
No, I've got hundreds of albums. I bought the iPod. And I don't know anything about computers, so...
It strikes me that an iPod is a machine for putting music on itself, right? You already have a machine for doing that, and you are paying a person to work that machine. Do you use your own toaster, or do you also subcontract that? I don't know, I know nothing about electricity, and so I just give him the bread, tell him where the toaster is, and some sort of miracle happens. It's just a lot quicker that way.
It's all right for you with your private education. I don't understand the basic principles.
They did not,
Shut up, posh boy, I'm speaking. I'm telling you now that I understand the concept of getting it from the machine to the iPod. If I'm going to be honest, I don't know how you get it onto the computer in the first place.
Right. Okay.
Unless you put the CD in, which takes forever.
Putting the CD in does not take forever. How does it get from the computer onto the iPod? Down a wire. You don't have to stand over it. The computer will just sort of do it for...
I'm a control freak. I know. I know what's going to happen.
If you're a control freak, why are you letting someone else do this? If you're so...
David.
Furthermore,
it's a good question.
Furthermore, if I can ask you to shut up this time,
So you didn't have the guts to say you're working class piece of scum? It's funny, isn't it?
I actually didn't have the time to get it out because you'd already interrupted.
David, before you get too angry, it is possible that he's lying. Okay. That is the case for Lee. Yeah. We have one more. It'll be John, who claims that he's a karaoke shopkeeper.
What is a karaoke shop?
A shop that sells karaoke stuff.
John, how much were you paid?
How much was I paid?
Yes. You didn't do it for charity, let's face it.
Well, actually, I did, because I felt like giving back to the community.
What did you take in from the community? And also, that's not for doing it for free for a karaoke store. Isn't doing it for charity. That's actually doing it for a karaoke store. I don't think much comic relief money goes to karaoke stores. We've got to keep getting the karaoke out there. It's so difficult. The overheads are vast. So this is like a high street store where someone who's just wandering past, getting some vegetables, maybe a book at Waterstones, or maybe I'll fit out a karaoke bar.
It's in an industrial estate, not on the high street.
Whereabouts?
I don't know the exact location.
Oh, you lying bastard!
Wouldn't you just love a Doctor Who villain to talk like that to you? Oh, you lying bastard!
A decision. So David's team is this man, Lee's labour-saving iPod technician, John's karaoke aficionado, or Dom's illusionist cohort.
Well, I mean, the thing is, Dom... I know is a magician, so it's a very plausible story that he was in a magician double act. If the iPod thing is true, then you're not the man I thought you were, Lee. And, that's the price you'll pay for this petty victory. So, I think I'm with you. I think it's Dom at the moment.
I'll go with that.
OK, you're saying it's Dom. Mark, perhaps you'd like to reveal your own identity.
John did open my karaoke superstore.
Thanks for that. Thanks very much, and well done to Mark. Our next round is Telly-Tales, in which we revisit one of our national televisual treasures, and David's team astound us with an additional related fact. Tonight, the subject of our scrutiny is EastEnders, so let's just remind ourselves what it was like living in the world of the common people.
You cow!
I'll come down here and give you a dry slap.
You slut.
We'll have one.
No, I don't think so. Shut up, I'm not 70.
I don't like your earrings.
Stay and have a cup of tea.
How dare you?
A host of familiar faces from the past being punched, slapped and nutted. Of course, many people consider the golden period of the show to be about 8 o'clock when it ends. So Paddy's fascinating fact is after this piece of beautifully understated dialogue.
Hey! Hey! I'm sorry! I love you! I love you!
So, what is Paddy's intriguing piece of Pat Butcher trivia?
Pan St Clements is a member of the British Abseiling Association. Wait. And has abseiled down Mount Rushmore. As true as I'm sat here.
Who's Pat St Clement? I have no clue.
She's the woman we just saw that looked like something from the creature from the Blue Lagoon. She plays Pat.
Pat in EastEnders. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know her by her real name.
Okay, you do now.
British Abseiling Association. What the hell were the British Abseiling Association doing in the United States?
Abseiling.
Yeah, but...
She's quite a formidable woman, is Pat.
That's a polite way of putting it. Oh, you're formidable. Well, I mean, she looks like she could abseil. I'll give her that.
Really?
Oh, I reckon she could do it without rope.
Very quickly. I think it's false.
I think it's so unlikely that it's likely. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
you think
sure.
false?
I think it's false, but go for true if you want to go for true, because you said you've never won.
All right, hissy mother. All right, well, let's go with you. And you better be right. No. You've made it the head, you can lie on it. I doubt it very much, but John's always right, so I think...
I don't understand why we have to sit here and watch this shit. Now, for God's sake, make your mind up.
And did points of view get back to you? I would say that the answer to that question is that it is indeed, going by John's answer, false.
OK, let's find out how correct you are, Paddy. Truth or baloney?
It's a lie!
John was right. Yes, Paddy was in fact lying. Pam St Clement is not a member of the British Abseiling Association and has not abseiled down Mount Rushmore, although she did mount the north face of Frank Butcher.
That made me want to
The end of that round, it's David's team who are preparing for the worst, trailing as they do 7-3. And so to our final quickfire round, more truth and lies, this time against the clock, starting now. Faye.
Oh, me. When we were first dating, I collected my husband's belly button fluff.
Can I just say, if this is true, I'm not comfortable being this close to you.
How much did you get of this stuff? What are we talking? Tea cosy, quilt? I mean, what?
I'd say in excess of 50 examples.
It might sound like a ridiculous question, but why?
Because I felt that... Oh, and one, I needed a hobby. And two, I was, just showing my love for him by collecting a part of him.
Well, it worked. He proposed.
He did?
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
And what happened the night he proposed?
I ate it.
I was absolutely buying this, right up until the eating it.
I'm with you on that. I'd say false. I believed it up until the eating.
Yeah.
What he said and what you said. What you both said. False.
Right. So is it fact or fantasy?
I'm sorry, it's true.
It is true. Faye did collect her husband's belly button fluff when they were first dating, which makes her one of the most romantic, obsessive-compulsive psychopaths in the world. Next. Lee.
In a restaurant in China, I unwittingly ordered and ate dog.
When did you find out that it was dog?
When I bit into it and said to the waiter, "What is this?" And she said something which apparently means, "I'm sorry, I don't speak English." But then I asked somebody else who was with me, who spoke Chinese, and they said the Chinese for "what is this?"
Yeah.
To which she said something in Chinese, to which he interpreted, got back to me, and said, "Dog."
Dog. What did you think it was?
Well, to be
prawns.
honest,
You thought, this prawn's massive. It's got a collar. Rover, funny name for a prawn. What did you have with it?
It was on a bed of rice, and it was with a small bottle of beer.
On a bed of rice with a squeaky ball.
So, David's team is Lee to be believed.
I think it's true.
We think it's true.
Okay. You're saying it's true?
Yeah.
OK. True or lie, Lee?
It is, in fact, a load of twaddle.
Oh, sorry.
It is a lie. Lee has not unwittingly ordered and eaten dog in a restaurant in China. In recent years, China has started to westernise its culinary tastes. In fact, one of the most popular TV programmes in China is the British cookery show, Crufts. Next. Paddy.
Yes. I have wrestled Andy McNabb for money.
Are we talking the same Andy McNabb that did
yes.
Piece of Literature Bravo 20?
Yes. I was doing a corporate for the Army in North Yorkshire for the people who learn to drive the tanks and all this carry-on. And we all had a drink after in the officers' mess, and it just happened.
What do you mean for money, though? Where's the bit of money come into all this?
Well, they were all just putting the money down. It was just a bit of fun.
So who won?
McNabb.
So he beat you then? Give me the move that he beat you in, just sort of...
Can we show you down there?
No.
Go on.
I'll volunteer.
Show you.
Go on, get down there.
So, you get yourself down on the floor there.
How would you like?
Get yourself on your side. On your side, there. He had me in the scissors. Not this. Ask him, ref! Ask him, ref! Ask him! And that was more or less
it. What's your decision then?
I don't know. I imagine Paddy doing that. I can imagine him sort of going...
We don't need to, you saw it.
That's true. So what do you think, Dom?
If you're going to get booked for a corporate event with the Army, it'll be someone like Paddy, so I reckon it's true.
I'm going to say false.
You're going to say false?
Yeah, so you're going to have to decide.
OK. I would say that... Yeah, I think that's true.
You think it's true? Yeah. OK. They say it's true.
It is a lie.
Which irksome sound means at the end of our final round, it's Lee's team, who are tonight's Supremos, having trounced David's team 10-6. So, Lee's team get our congratulations, David's team get their coats. Join us again soon for some more facts and fabrications. And remember, as American writer Mark Twain once said, of all the creatures, man is the only one that lies. To which his parrot instantly replied, bollocks. Good night.